Xavier storms back to upset Butler and leave the bubble behind for good. Although it seems like every year we talk about the projected NCAA Tournament field having a soft bubble entering championship week, in 2017, it seemed like that bubble was especially soft. It isn't an exaggeration to say that about 15 teams across the country could have played themselves into the NCAA Tournament with the right win in conference tournaments this week. Those same teams could have played themselves off the bubble with the wrong loss too. Well, if there is one team that has seemingly played their way off of the bubble, it is the Xavier Musketeers. Just one night beating DePaul 75-64 in their Big East Tournament opener, the 7th-seeded Musketeers doubled down, beating number 2 seed Butler 62-57 Thursday at Madison Square Garden. And with the win, and help of other teams losing across the country, it seems like Xavier has finally, mercifully, unofficially punched their ticket to the big dance. Poor Xavier probably should have never been in this situation. But due to a slow finish down the stretch, due to things largely out of their control, the Musketeers entered the Big East Tournament in an uncertain situation. For Xavier, things started out well, and on January 29 they stood at 15-6 overall and were ranked number 24 in the country following a victory over St. John's. Unfortunately, during that game, star guard Edmund Sumner suffered a season-ending ACL injury and the Musketeers limped to a 4-6 finish down the stretch. They finished 19-12 overall. Entering the Big East Tournament, the general consensus was that Xavier was probably in, but definitely couldn't afford a loss in their opener to DePaul. Even after notching that win Wednesday, it seemed like the Musketeers needed to beat Butler to really feel confident about their spot in the field. They entered the day as one of the last 4 byes in Fox Sports Thursday bracketology. A Big East quarterfinal win would push them off the bubble for good. Well, Xavier got that win Thursday in the most emphatic way possible. The Musketeers actually trailed for most of the game, and were down 49-42 with under 8 minutes to play. Even at the 1 minute they were up by just 1, before Trevendliait hit a floater with 17 seconds gave Xavier a 3-point lead. A J.P. Macure free throw and dunk at the buzzer iced the win. It also likely iced a tournament berth for the Musketeers. Entering Friday night's semifinal, Xavier now sits at 21-12 overall, with wins over Big East rivals and presumed NCAA Tournament teams Butler, Providence Creighton, and Seton Hall. They also picked up key out-of-conference wins against Utah and Wake Forest. Furthermore, Xavier's hot streak comes at a time when bubble teams across the country are faltering. Whether it's Georgia Tech or Syracuse in the ACC, Iowa and Illinois in the Big Ten or Texas Tech in the Big 12, bubble teams are dropping like flies. Xavier is one of the last ones standing, and should have, unofficially punched their ticket to the big dance with Thursday's win over Butler.